Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Bucs now. To the air right away is Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jake Camarda now. Here's Hill on the return. Shifts by him. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 29, Mahomes. Now the ball comes loose.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Brady. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. If you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And Hill will opt for the touchback. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. A second fake. And the return will stop right around the 25. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, wide open receiver, complete.
And the Buccaneers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
White is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Time to get another look at this Cowboys offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off for big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And this is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Up the gut, Fournette. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Mahomes' throw pulled in by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Now Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Maher able to put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now Mahomes got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's caught.
Yeah, the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
Dominate this. Let's go do this thing, baby. Playmaker, step up right there. Yeah, boy. You know what we need. Let's go. This is your game, baby. Let's go. Get something together.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Taken at about the 1.
Now White on the return.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking sideline, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. Able to find Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put out one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Brady now on 1st down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Inside give to Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there caught by Gallup. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to win it in overtime. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Fournette.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Brady. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got Otten. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. To throw is Brady. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
You ready to run?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And that one results in 35 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
A give to Elliott running left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 40 now on second down. Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 2.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? And needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll give to Elliott. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on it.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand, and a really good backhand.
It's a top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
57 yards.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together.
On 1st down, Mahomes. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Second and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Mahomes. Open man Lamb. It's complete. It's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second down, Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mahomes now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete here. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle to Evans. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Up the gut, Fournette. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
At the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Brady into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The give is to Elliott. Dances by at the 20. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A handoff left. Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Trailing 17-10, 2:25 remaining. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. To throw is Brady. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Brady. Right back to Chris Godwin. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw, Brady. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Brady to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And out now come the Cowboys. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. On the return, it's White. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. One final try now for Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.